Okay, I hope I've got this stupid camera phone of mine positioned right because, well, I don't have a front-facing camera phone. Um, a young man by the name of Quentin Moyer, who some of you might know and some of you might not, posted something earlier this evening on being suicidal, self-harm, and basically just calling it quits in this life. By the way, I'm sorry that I'm not wearing any makeup, but it is late. So, anybody that dies from a heart attack after seeing me with no makeup, well, I'm not legally liable, just so you all know. Anyway, enough of that. On a serious note, Quentin's video was actually very profound to me. Um, this young man, along with Stephen Parker, is very profound. And I really do enjoy the things that he has to say. And quite frankly, Mr. Moyer, I wish you were around when I was so young and so vulnerable. Because maybe there were some lives that you might have been able to save. But that's neither here nor there. So you were talking about calling it quits. I've been there. I've done that. I'm not proud of it. I have a whole bunch of scars to go with it. Part of me wishes that I was stronger. And then the other part of me says, you know what? Your scars are part of who you are. And this was part of God's plan for you to learn how to live this thing called life. A couple of things have stuck with me during my journey, my battles, and by the way, severe depression is a battle I fight daily. As I was telling Quentin, there was a movie, I think it was Time Cop, but don't hold me to it, where a man had jumped out of his balcony and had committed suicide. And the doorman for the building that they were all living in said, you know, poor bastard, tomorrow could have been a better day. Yeah, that makes sense. Tomorrow could have been a better day. But that particular character wouldn't know it because he didn't live through today to know it. There are a couple of things that I hold on to that, quite truthfully, keep me alive. Number one, my fur children, all 6 of them, kitty cats in fact. If I was not here to care for them in the way that I care for them and love and spoil them the way that I love and spoil them, then who the hell would? But when the demons of my depression take over, as much as I hate to admit it, that doesn't factor into anything. And I'm not proud of that by any means. But something else factors in the deep, dark reaches of my screwed up little mind. It's a song by Carlos Santana. It's actually off of his album Supernatural. It's a song called Put Your Lights On. The singer Everlast sang it. And the lyric to this song says, There's a darkness living deep in my soul. I've still got a purpose to serve. So let your light shine deep into my home. God, don't let me lose my nerve. Don't let me lose my nerve. And I hold on to that in some of my darkest hours. I have to remind myself I've still got a purpose to serve. And I have to ask the big guy up above, my personal God Almighty, whoever he might happen to be, don't let me lose my nerve. Don't let me lose my nerve and call this quits. There's a reason I'm still here after, admittedly and embarrassingly, more than one attempt at taking my own life. Don't let me lose my nerve. And then, of course, number 3, there is the poet, author, Dylan Thomas. And he has the poem that says, "Rage, rage against the dying of the light." The dying of the light. Well, that could be a couple of things. The dying of the light that is hope. You have to rage against the dying of the light that is hope. Or is it the dying of the light that is your life? You have to rage against the dying of the light that is your life. Either way, both of those things are lights that are worth raging against the dying of. At 41 years of age, it's taken me a long time, a lot of bloodshed at my own hands, and a lot of scars that sometimes I have to explain to other people. I understand all too well what depression does to you, what being suicidal does to you. I'm not going to call you selfish if you decide to let that light within you die and your life die too. It's not my place. But perhaps I can tell you that tomorrow can be a better day. And even if tomorrow's not a better day, there's a damn good chance the day after that is. And even if the day after that isn't a better day, there will be a day after all of that somewhere that is better. You will get better. Your life will get better. You have a purpose to serve. Even if that purpose is just to give somebody a big smile and make their day better, or to hug somebody, it doesn't matter. No matter how dark your hours are, you still have a purpose to serve. And there will be a tomorrow that's a better day. And this is all way too philosophical and weird coming out of me. Least of all, me with no makeup on. Mr. Quentin Moyer, this is your fault. but it's a good fault. Anyway, for those of you that don't know me, hi, I'm the Cosmic Kitty Mom, known as Athena Gisela. I'm the Shepherd of Fire, and to some people, I'm also the Armored Saint. And there will be a tomorrow that is a better day. Don't give up, because I haven't given up, and if I can make it, so can you. And if you need somebody to encourage you, I'm pretty easy to find. Just look for Athena Gisela on Facebook. Peace, love, and hope to you all. Good night.